Hey everybody, what's up? I'm TJ, got Shelly behind the camera.
Hello.
And today we are doing some jerky. This jerky is from Papa Dan's. Apparently Papa Dan's is based out of Fullerton, California. However, my friend purchased it at somewhere in Connecticut. But let's take a look. So we have prime rib. This one, as you can see, has already been opened. She was eating it and then decided she didn't like it and gave it to me. We have sweet garlic, which kind of interesting. I like garlic jerky, but I'm not sure about sweet garlic jerky. We'll find out. And then this one I'm really interested in. This one is whiskey barbecue. And that just sounds good. So start with the least flavored one that's already opened.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one up is prime rib. Okay, I'm pretty sure they killed like a dinosaur or something for this. I mean, it's bigger than my hand. Thing is huge.
That is a big mamma jamma.
I've never seen a piece of jerky this big. There is a smaller piece in there, so I'm going to go for that. Okay, so
Not a lot smaller.
I mean, it is smaller than the other one. So I'm just going to rip a piece off. And you, pretty fibrous. And it looks like a good cut of meat. Can I get yourself a piece? So it almost has a slight barbecue-y smell to it, but it's not barbecue. I mean, I don't know. Let me give it a try.
It's actually really good.
That's really tasty. That's actually extremely tasty. It's got a slight bit of a tang to it. Like, I don't know, maybe there was some vinegar somewhere in the process. Or maybe it's just a particular soy sauce they're using, because most jerky does have soy sauce. Slight bit of tang. It is a little on the chewy side. A little slightly dry.
I definitely popped some of that Mickers.
That second bite that I had, getting more of like a, sit down eating a prime rib kind of flavor. So, yeah, that is quite tasty. I think the more you eat, the more prime rib it gets. So I think next, sweet garlic.
Yes, please.
Now I see why she cut the other one with a pair of scissors. These things are huge. I mean, the piece is like that big and the width of the bag. I don't think there are any smaller pieces. Okay, that seems like it's going to be the smallest piece. Got a slight red tinge to this one, which I usually associate with teriyaki. Usually it tends to be kind of red, so maybe it's a garlic teriyaki. You'd think they would say that though instead of sweet garlic, but
Appears to be a nice thickness too.
you can definitely smell the garlic. Doesn't smell like teriyaki or anything, so.
Ooh.
But it does smell steaky. So they're obviously using some good cuts of meat for this. That is some potent garlic flavor. Not doing it for you?
No. I mean, it's definitely got the garlic.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also a lot chewier.
Mm-hmm.
A totally different texture.
Distinct garlic flavor. And there is, when you get chewing on it, there is a subtle sweetness to it.
Almost like a honey sweet.
Yeah, there is. It's somehow sweetened. It's not strong, but you can definitely pick up the sweetness. The garlic just, I mean, it shines through. However, this is a very intense kind of raw garlic flavor. It's an interesting one. Probably wouldn't be one I would buy again. But I can see a lot of people liking it because I know people that just love that kind of raw garlic flavor. And I suspect that anybody who's into that would absolutely love that jerky. This is the one that I've been waiting for. Whiskey barbecue. I'm a fan of whiskey. I'm a fan of barbecue. So, I have high hopes for this. I can get the bag open. Once again, absolutely massive pieces. They're huge. So, I mean, this one, it's a little sticky, which makes sense with barbecue. It's like there's definitely barbecue, but there's also, I feel like I'm smelling soy sauce in there. Because it wouldn't be something that if I smelled it in a jar, I'd say barbecue sauce. Or like a vinegar-based barbecue sauce, maybe? There's some kind of tang going on that's either from soy sauce or vinegar.
Smelling it makes me want to lick it. That's an interesting flavor.
Yeah, I feel like the smell is far stronger than the flavor. I'm not really getting whiskey. I'm getting some barbecue. But it's not a style of barbecue sauce that I'm familiar with. So either it's some kind of barbecue sauce style that I'm not familiar with, or just some kind of weird interaction between all the flavorings in the jerky that make it taste like that. I gotta try another piece. I will say that it's like the barbecue sauce or whatever they put in this definitely seem to tenderize it a bit more and make it a bit moister than the other two.
You almost get more of the whiskey on the aftertaste than actually eating it.
I didn't get any on the aftertaste. I just got barbecue. Personally, I'm not getting any whiskey. Whether that's because I'm used to drinking my whiskey or it's just really melded in with the barbecue extensively, I don't know. Interesting flavor. If you like barbecue and you see it, it's probably worth giving it a try. Once again, I'm not sure I would go out and buy a bag of it.
I think once in a while, but not something I would keep on repeat.
Yes. If I saw them at a craft show or something, if that's how they sell these, I would very potentially grab a bag of the barbecue just for something completely different, because it is really completely different than any other jerky that I can remember having. The garlic, I wouldn't get that one again personally. Not that it's bad, I'm just not a huge fan of that raw garlic flavor, so doesn't do anything for me. Now the prime rib, that one I would get again.
Oh, absolutely.
That you could tell that it was made, I really, the flavor of it, like, how you get a prime rib at a restaurant and it has a distinct flavor to it, it had that flavor. So that one would be my top pick. Whiskey barbecue next, sweet garlic after that. And I'm sure they have more than just these three flavors, but these were the three flavors I was given, so that's what I'm going to roll with. Well, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.